everyone, I hope you're all keeping well. If you're new, my name is Julie. So I'm going to be talking tonight about James Gunn, in case anybody hasn't heard. He is a director. He directed Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which I am a huge fan of. Love those movies. I think he did an absolutely terrific job, if I have to be honest, on both those movies. Now, there was a whole thing going on last year, in case anybody hadn't heard, that there was a lot of tweets that James Gunn had posted, a huge array of tweets that he had posted, that was very deemed, I suppose, by a lot of people, not everybody, as offensive tweets. Now, yes, the ones that I had seen, some of them did seem pretty offensive and I wouldn't agree with them. But then Disney, of course, sacked James Gunn for this. They made that decision last year, which a lot of people weren't happy about, both fans of James Gunn, fans of, you know, the MCU, fans of Marvel, but also the cast were very, very unhappy with it. Now, whether it was, you know, a real one that I'm just going to go on what I had seen, but apparently there was a real petition that was on Twitter, but I'm only going to keep saying apparently, guys, because I don't want to get in any trouble, that all of the cast members of Guardians of the Galaxy had actually put on Twitter, and they had signed it, you know, pretty much in favour of him and trying to help him out and try to get the guy his job back, pretty much. And especially, you know, the likes of Dave Bautista, he didn't even like talking about it in interviews. When he was asked, he was just kind of like, you know, I don't go there, sort of thing. I don't want to talk about it. Obviously became friends with him and sort of got used to, you know, working with him. So a lot of people were upset, and there was a whole big thing over it. And on James Gunn's Twitter, I just have it up here, you know, on my phone, the last time he actually tweeted was on the 20th of July last year, back in 2018. And he has posted a tweet there an hour ago. And I had actually read this online probably about 30 or 40 minutes ago. And it has came out now that Disney and James Gunn are both have announced and came out and said that he has been reinstated, and they're going to allow him, after he is finished with Suicide Squad 2, which I have literally no interest in. Suicide Squad was terrible, so I'm sorry, James Gunn, not interested in seeing Suicide Squad 2. But he's going to be starting his work on Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which I'm sure the cast are happy about. You know, what I want to say, guys, is irrespective of what happened with offensive tweets and stuff like that back last year, as a Marvel fan, I think it's good that he has been brought back on board again, because he knows what he's doing. I think it would sort of wreck things and sort of could make a huge mistake by hiring someone else. Maybe they did maybe temporarily hire someone else and it maybe didn't work out. And the cast had got used to working with him. He'd got used to the cast and became very close with them. And as well, you know, Dave Bautista was even sort of saying that he was sort of wanting to leave and things like that if he didn't come back. Some of the other cast members behind the scenes, with us not knowing, not that I know anyways, but some of them could have been saying the same thing. You know, if James Gunn goes and if Dave Bautista goes, I'm walking, you know, sort of thing. So I think maybe Disney have said to themselves, well, we can't have the actual main characters, the cast, leaving. So the best thing for us to do is probably to bring him back. And also, I don't care what anybody says, I don't think that Captain Marvel movie is actually doing good. The one that I have no interest in seeing. As a lot of my subscribers will know, I'm not going to go and give my money to that. I think they've realised that that was a big mistake. So they're probably thinking now, well, we don't want to make another one. You know, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 and Volume 2 was very, very successful. And they're brilliant movies. So I'm really looking forward to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. To be honest, I don't agree with what he done, right? I don't think it's right, you know? But with the way things are going with the MCU right now, I think it probably is a good decision, to be honest. But that's not me saying that I'm agreeing on what he did, you know. At the end of the day, if he really did tweet those tweets, you know, that is wrong of him. But I'm going to read out the tweet that he posted an hour ago. This is actually on James Gunn's official Twitter page. I am tremendously grateful to every person out there who has supported me over the past few months. I am always learning and will continue to work at being the best human being I can be. I deeply appreciate Disney's decision, and I am excited to continue making films that investigate the ties of love that bind us all. I have been and continue to be incredibly humbled by your love and support. From the bottom of my heart, thank you, love to you all. and literally about 15 minutes ago it was at 70 something thousand hearts, and it just keeps changing live as I'm watching this, and it's now went up to 90.4 thousand hearts. And even as well, the tweet below that he'd last posted last July, it just, you know, the number of hearts and everything and retweets and comments keep going up. So, you know, a lot of people, you know, were on his side and have been on his side, you know, and I want to stress, I'm not saying condoning or anything, you know, anything that he said, but what I will say is, you know, I think, you know, the MCU is kind of going downhill with Captain Marvel and everything, and I don't even know what's going to happen now with Endgame. Did not like the end part of the Avengers Endgame trailer with you-know-who, you know, Little Miss Princess's sour face. So, you know, we don't really know how things are going to be going, and this isn't a good time to be messing things up. You know, we're on to pretty much 11 years now that this story, you know, the story arc and everything's been being built, and all the characters, all these amazing cast members that have been playing all these great characters in these MCU movies. So now ain't the time to be mucking things up. So, you know, for quality wise and enjoyment wise, for me, he knows what he's doing. So just let him carry on and let him do this Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 as far as I'm concerned. As well, guys, I remember making a video last year about Mark Hamill apparently making a cameo in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And I had actually seen like real tweets. I follow Mark Hamill because I absolutely love Luke Skywalker, so of course I'm following Mark Hamill. And he was having like a back and forth conversation with James Gunn, and I had saw those tweets, and it was literally like them like talking about, you know, meeting up or something, I think like for coffee, for discussing him perhaps possibly being in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Please let me know down in the comments of my video if you know anything more about this, because I will be really happy to know any information if you know anything about it. Aside from that, guys, I just thought that it would come on and share this information with you. I would be really interested to know what all of you guys think if you're a big fan of Guardians of the Galaxy. What do you think about this whole James Gunn situation? Do you think it's a good thing that he's being brought back on board? Or do you not really care? Or what are all your thoughts and opinions? Please let me know down below. And I think that's everything. Until my next video, don't forget that the Force will be with you always.